Hey everybody, it's Faith. It is December 20th, 2021. It's going to be January soon, 2022, so I'm excited. Yeah, I've been working very hard, looking for other jobs. Um, right now, I have been taking a step back from the gym, not at the best shape that I could be in, but I do occasionally walk and stuff. Um, I've been mostly focusing on my diet, like gluten-free, organic, anything to lessen the gut, because that's what causes your stomach to be like really swollen and stuff, like pesticides and I just got my nails done too, and just clean a lot. You see my hands are dry. That's all I do at work is I clean, I throw out garbage and other stuff. But enough of that. Uh, anyway, comment, like, subscribe. Um, I'm just doing a little, diary of what I'm doing, just relaxing, enjoying my day off. I work very hard, and you know, maybe one day I'll see about more job opportunities. Not right now, like because like I am a personal trainer, but so far from what I've heard on the news, the more deaths has been happening. It's been skyrocketing even since before the pandemic. So I don't think this is a good time. For me personally, like I'm really protective over my family, over my everybody I'm connected to, and at times, you know, you have good choices, but then you have wiser choices, and that's sometimes just take a step back from the environment where you want to be at. Like me shopping right now, shopping for Christmas stuff, like I did that a week ago. Like I knew like these things would be happening. So literally right after Thanksgiving, that's when I went holiday shopping. So, I've been just trying to seek employment and, just trying to do better for myself and, try to be a good mother to my children. Having two kids is really difficult because not only, you know, like developmentally, but financially and all these other factors of being a mother, like it's difficult. So at times, like when I see mothers struggling, like I know exactly how it is. Like I've been there. I've been trying to, have people like me and have people, want me, want to have them in my life. And at times they don't. They don't want to be a part of your drama. They don't want to see your kids. And it's a big scoop of life that some people can't deal with. And it's for a reason. Like that's why you see all these people on TV, they end up getting murdered, they end up getting slain and buried and burned to death. It's a very sad experience. People have divorces and then they have more children with other people, and that's all for a reason. That's all because of the path and the choices that they wanted to, deal with. Like they probably said, oh man, like this person is for me, but they're actually a psychopath. Like this person may want to have kids with me, but in reality they just want the child for themselves. And that right there, that's not really you being a husband or you being a parent. Like having a kid for yourself. Like I think that's actually the most selfish thing you could possibly do. If you really wanted that, then might as well just have a surrogate, adopt a kid or something. Because, New York State law, it really says that both parents have custody of the kid. So even if you say, okay, well, this person's on drugs, this one person's mentally ill, you have to really back that up by proof. You can't just say, oh man, I want to have my kid all for myself. We're going to have a beautiful life. And the father, he's a freaking nightmare. The mother's a nightmare. When, the kid didn't ask for that. The kid just wanted to have a normal life. Like my cousins, I see them all the time. That's them in the back there. I see them all the time, almost every week. They didn't ask for custody. They didn't ask for, these things. But They try to have a simple life. They try to um have the family that they want to have. Normal stuff. People like going out to dinners, breakfasts. Not everybody is always at home and trying to fight with each other, and a lot of people are stable. There's families that work, that make sense. There's families that they try to put their bills in order. They try to make it in their life. They want to be successful, not always trying to be calling the cops and trying to get custody and child support. Like, that's beyond me. And a lot of people, they judge me, because I'm a mother. But a lot of people, they judge me, and they're like, oh well, when are you going to see your kids? When are you going to be around your kids? You haven't been. And at times, I would say, you know what, I'm not going to be taking the bait today, because that has led me to dark places that I didn't want to be in. I didn't want to be in jail at times. I didn't want to be going to court at times, but it was like I had to, because of the accusations, because of the confusion. And like, I didn't want my children to be experiencing going to the courts and going through custody and stuff. Like, I didn't want my children to, they're so young, and they're asking me, why mommy, why? And I would simply tell them, I don't know why, but this is what has been happening. But I was able to get my own place at one time, and I was able to, do custody. But then, I had over a dozen domestic incident reports where the father wouldn't show up. And, like, I'm grateful for him, and I'm grateful that he's been there for my kids. But at times when he would want custody, at times when he didn't, he didn't want to abide by the court's order. So, and, the police have been very, very lenient. I have been very, very lenient with him. So, like, I'm trying to take it day by day. Like, I think it's tomorrow, the next day. It's my baby's birthday. I think the 23rd. All this mess, it makes me confused. I don't even remember my kid's birthday at times. I know my other baby's August 13th, but it was just a real painful, traumatic experience, like, having my kids, and just, every day trying to be, on top of things, trying to be a mother, going to HRA. At times, I wouldn't even have any money for myself. All the food, all the clothes, everything, like, I would get for my children, or I would do 50-50. Like, I would have a pair of shoes, my kids would have a pair of shoes. Like, I wouldn't think so much into things for myself rather than my kids. And at times, the father would work, and then I wouldn't see anything being brought to the table. And, with my first kid, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? Because at the time he was living with me, and he was going back and forth. We were going back and forth with the kids, but I'm just like, where's the money at? Because I wasn't able to even buy some formula for my kid. And at the time, I didn't really know about government assistance, about any of that. And by the time I had my other baby, then I was like more self-sufficient, where I was able to, go to these resources and stuff. When before I was more nervous, more scared, and I didn't really want to be judged. That was the main thing for me. Because some women, they do it out of their own benefit, but for me, I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to be living up in a place and, being happy and, thinking that I had the best life with my kid, when my kid didn't ask for that. My kid didn't ask to have that situation. And some women, they have it the worst, where, the father is left and they're on their own and they're collecting child support because they have to. But, other times, like, I would give my baby's father money here and there, and then I would ask him what he would do with it. Even then, still, like, I would give him money for these things for my kids, and it's still the same question. What have you been doing with it? And then he's consistently saying that I'm not doing anything for my kids, when I've been. Even more so, like he would give me $100 here and there without me even asking, and I'll be like, okay, great. But nowadays, even from a few years ago, $100 is like $20. Excuse my lint too. I was sleeping, but nowadays $100 is like $20. And it's costly. Traveling is costly. Gas prices, food, um, just maintaining myself, like doing my hair, doing my nails. Like I barely do my nails. This is like the first time in months actually I did a mani-pedi. My hands were so cracked, bleeding. They still are. Sorry. Allergies. But at times I would think, what am I to do? And I ask God this all the time, and I go to church often. I'm not really, really participating as much as I should, but I'm always busy. But I always ask God, what is there to do? I always ask him, what is the next step? Because, um, you know, it's like the devil has been putting people in my path that have been trying to ruin me. The devil has been really trying to speak to people to try to break me down and not make me who I am. And I've been trying to be the best mother that I could be, and there's people that don't even have jobs. There's people that are scrambling, job to job, working 3, 4 jobs, and they don't have no sleep. They get 5 hours of sleep every night. And they're on their feet, and I give them credit. Some people could do that, but, me, I had 2 kids. Like, it's very difficult. My hands get swollen. I get emotional mood swings. Not a lot of women can do it. Some women could do it. So, for men, you got to question, okay, have you been treating this woman right? Because you may think, okay, man, she left me. She don't give a damn about me. A lot of guys, they're like really thinking, okay, this woman is great, but, she doesn't really care as much as I want her to. But you have to really think, okay, have I been there for her? Because some women, they wouldn't even think a second thought at all. If the man is not doing for her, if the man's not doing for her, why should she do for him? That's plain and simple. If there has been cheating in the relationship, if there has been money problems in the relationship, like, I'm not a coach, but I'm a personal trainer, but I see people throughout my life, and I'm 25 years old, but at times you gotta take a step back and say, well, I've been doing this, this, and that, but have they been doing that also? No. So what you answered your own question. Like, I was watching this coach, like, she's a life coach, and she said that question in your head is preventing you from doing what you want to do. And you got to answer your own question. And it sounds crazy saying that, but let me just say that one more time. You have that question in your head, that's what's preventing you, right? Like, why should I do that? That's not going to help me. Oh, I don't want to go there. I feel so tired. Like, all those negative thoughts. But you need to answer that by saying, yes, I can. Yes, I could push myself. Yes, I could go beyond those boundaries. And yes, I could be the best parent that I can be for my kids. Yes, I could be going to work. So, but you have a great day, people. I think somebody's calling me. Have a great day. Bye.